more complex they become. So now it gets to the point where our minds can only handle so much, so we can't even get there. So what I try to do is say, okay, I'm going to take this principle, I'm going to bring it down to practical application. I think it's because I'm from New York, I think it's because I was a sales guy, I think it was like I had to get the point across, so I wanted to just bring it down to how do we utilize this in our lives today, and how does it work? How does it actually work? What's really happening? So I'm going to throw concepts out at you. Whenever I do this, I never want to be preachy. I'm just giving you information and ideas that I've gotten since I've been doing this work. Take it as you like. I don't want to force it, nothing like that. We just want to kind of put it out there. So I'll give you my definition and how I saw it as I got deeper into it. So the first thing is, you chose your life, which gets people upset. But anyway, you chose your whole everything. So this is a very hard principle for certain people to accept, because if they have a hard life, they say, why would I choose difficulty, struggle? So think about this. So before you got here, you chose your gender, you chose where you wanted to come in, you chose, this is the one people struggle with, their parents. I know people say, I would never choose them, but you did. So you chose your parents, you chose everything that you wanted to have, you chose it before you got here, and you also chose the level of difficulty. Okay, so how many of you would say your life has been difficult? Right, a lot of us, right? So most people doing this have, if you come to these kind of things, it's like, there's a reason you came, right? There's a reason I got into this work, because my life was hard, and I was struggling, and I needed to figure out where I was gonna go. So the karma is complicated in a certain way, because some of it is you came to deal with emotions. Think of like yourself as, I came to an emotional school. That's what this is. So this is an emotional school. So you, on the other side, you said, this is the karma I want to clear. I want to focus on these issues, and I'm going to make selections that are best aligned with that deal. So the reason you selected your parents was they had the DNA skills and also issues that they passed on to you. You notice that? You probably say, oh yeah, I can see like I have this, like because you see generational pathologies, that's what it is. It's the energy that got passed from one generation to the next, to the next, to the next. So that's what kept happening. So the reason you see poor people remain poor, nobody broke the cycle. So what we want to do, when we come here, is we say, I want to break the cycle. Anybody have a cycle they want to break today? Okay, that's why we're here, right? So that's what we're gonna do. But I need to know how to do it. Now, I will tell you, a lot of people don't even know there is a cycle. You know any of those? Mm-hmm. Right, you talk to people, they're like, oh, no, I don't have a cycle, it's bad luck, it's this. It's not, it's your energy creating something going forward. So here's where it gets funny to me. So on the other side, before you make your decision, right, you make your selection, it looks like it's very easy to do, because you have all the knowledge on the other side. Then you come here and you get wiped. So you don't have it. So it's kind of like, does anybody like the original Star Trek? Yes. We got Star Trek fans? Okay. I love Star Trek, the original. I used to watch it. Now that show, you have to remember, in the 60s, when I was a kid, that was the weirdest show. You know, back at that time, I was like, that's a weird show, man. So I'm gonna give you a quickie. If you like the old Star Treks, there's actually Pluto TV. Never heard of Pluto? It's an app. They have an actual, it's free. You can put it on your TV or computer. They have a Star Trek channel. So it has all the old, they have all the different ones. It's like Voyager, all the different, but they have all the old ones. So some nights, like my wife, she's not a sci-fi fan. I'll be sitting, there's nothing up, because TV's nothing up, right? So I'm gonna either watch that or Real Housewives. I'm gonna watch that. So I go to watch, so I put on the old Star Treks, right? And you know, William Shatner and the whole thing. So anyway, there was one episode that came to me the other day. I was meditating, I was getting ready for this. And there was one episode where Spock, I think it was Spock, had a brain issue. Something happened to his brain, and they're always on another planet, right? You see the show, they go on different planets, right? So they're on this planet. Spock has something with his brain. They're on the planet, so it's Kirk, Dr. McCoy, who's the doctor, remember him, Bones, and Spock is laid out because he can't do it. So this alien intelligence, wherever they are, says so he says he needs this certain brain surgery to be okay. So McCoy says, I don't know what you're talking about. I could never do that. I don't know what you're talking. So he said, don't worry. We're gonna basically download the procedure into you so you can do it. So it's like, oh great. you're watching the show, great, he's going to get the information, he's going to heal Spock. So of course, right before he starts, because it is a TV show, the alien comes in and says, but, there's always a but, because that's why it's a show, you're only going to have the information for a certain period of time, and then it's going to be gone. So he has like a timeline. So the minute he says that, which my first thought is, you know he's running out of time, right? Because that's a show. He can't not run out of time, you just told me. So now he goes to do the surgery. The minute he gets the information, he looks at Kirk. You know, there's a lot of overacting in those shows. And he goes, a child could do this surgery. He gets like very dramatic, and Kirk, he starts doing it. So he gets right to the, of course, to the end, and then he runs out of time, and he forgets. He's like, now he forgets, so he panics. He's like, I forgot. I can't finish. I don't know what to do. And Kirk realizes, because you said a child could do it, and now you can't do it. So somehow, of course, and somehow he finishes it, of course, and Spock is okay. But what I thought of it is that's what happens to us. So we're like right ready to come, right? I'm in this other side. I'm in all this love. I'm in all this positive energy. I know exactly what I'm coming here to do. I'm very confident. I know I could do it. And then I get shot down here as a baby. So think about it. You go from all powerful, knowing everything, you're a baby. You can't do anything. You need somebody to take care of you. You're screwed, right? You're a baby. Yeah? And now, all that information that you had is gone. So all that confidence, oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I got this. I'm going to come in here. It's wiped. Now, it's in there, but you can't get to it. Now, as you elevate your vibration and your energy, you will be able to get some. You don't get all of it, but you can get some of it.